Eugene, personally, Ubekaya, sa question what trauma me pay you. And I'm a catcher will say, Dr. Ogum, after games, before games, I also beat me question no decisions. So Ubekaya.
Sure.
It's me personally, I think His Royal Majesty O2482 has done the needful and it's the right time because Eugene, before this win at Adriana Stars, Nakotoko Ako 5 games, a possible 15 points, Nakotoko only 1 point. Or extend the argument to Kotoko last 4 league games, Kotoko any even a draw. So this is telling you how porous the results turned in Kotoko. Inti, I think say Opemso 2482 ehunu say I was say Dr. Prosperity Ogum you're limiting the line of duties from the IMC level no concentration technical side hona. It's going to help the team Kotoko. It's going to help Dr. Prosperity Ogum as an individual. Because Eugene, oh yeah, Juma, you would have to be assessed. I was say yeah, say so. Get me what I say.
Sure.
Inti MPP ye program kra na se nyoma nko ya efia ye ni yetiminya atenetene edi free oho ana big ho ana se ebia senior razako. So in normal life, whatever thing you are doing, one, you would have to be monitored, you would have to be assessed, and you would have to be talked to. Say oh chia, I was say unya body that is monitoring your job and that is also straightening your path or threatening. So I think it's going to help Dr. Prosperity Ogum. Now, say the results no anko year. Single-handedly, we can blame Dr. Ogum because near himself first, he doubles as the IMC. It is a IMCA take meeting, IMCA take decisions. They needed Dr. Ogum's input. But say say IMC no anything strategic. Dr. Ogum will not be involved. Ebamesana, the brain would be only limited to the playing body. The brain will be only limited to technical issues, tactics, and the style of play. And only able to me who the best out of him as a coach. Let's not forget, say, Dr. Prosperity Ogum got the chance to back to Kotoko based on recommendations. His Royal Majesty to for me aware say upon several consultations the names or the name that many of those he consulted gave him now your Dr. Prosperity Ogum. So this is telling you said the man has confidence in you as a coach. So now that what me unlimited line of duty as only coaching trend in the day, I think this is how the team has to be. So, Dr. Ogum, this is when I was say anything tactics. I was say you. And Eugene, this is the moment I was say ne nim dia wanya as a doctor, which is philosophy in football. Dr. Ogum is philosophy in sports, or a doctor in philosophy in terms of sports. So now that you're limited to only the playing body, I think you the psychological element in the body. I think you say a bit me a direct effect on the playing body because you see, Kotoko here a highly psychologist person to get closer to the team and very good for them. Their head coach, who has now been limited to only coaching, is a philosopher or a doctor in philosopher. So I think say this is the moment I was say ni nim diano eba into display because now you're limited from being an IMC member and you're now the mandate as a coach. So you now have time on the players. If you say IMC committee now, Dr. Prosperity Ogum will not be needed for discussion. Until he will now have time to basically work on the players, man management. Say you know, say Obekachire say these are players after the season now he has to be giving reasons, because the previous season he served as an IMC and a coach, so we couldn't blame him for that lengthy number of players or flow because that time it was a decision by the IMC. You know what I say? Say you know, you better the technical report or submit it to a superior body. But in the previous season, he was serving as an IMC and as a coach. It's in the technical report in the crown. So prepare crown. He himself will sit down to examine it. By saying he's only serving as a coach. So at the end of the season, or prepare the technical reporter, or be submitted to superiors be for the superiors to examine the technical report. Say they would have the liberty to make decision on Dr. Ogum. So I think this decision by His Royal Majesty Otufo Osei-Tutu II, I think Eugene a good call, and Dr. Ogum should embrace it. Say the bear obetimi turn things around. Very lucky for him. He got that win at Doma, and after the game, he the coach is calling, say everyone at Kotoko or mon first win as a turning point. It is that decision we have no on Sanfa and Kahon. Now on turning point, very well, especially game done in the league after the FA Cup, which is Ghana's Super Clash. Says our game no so say otimi ewurem yin year you be who say decisions about amfaso ama Dr. Ogum any Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So Eugene, the engineer say Dr. Ogum has to get a specified assignment, which is the coaching. So I think Kotoko supporters will embrace it. Dr. Ogum will embrace it. The entire stakeholder of Kotoko, Omunina ebe embrace say the bear bit me who him. Also Kotoko, we are expecting them to have a board. So Omashe we na senate say and penny forward. Yes. In no time, you be a substantive board. Say the bear substantive board, no so it be your management. Say the bear Kotoko will move from grace to grace. Eugene.
Rafael Kofi Atakra, and so I don't know.
Look at where we started. How did we get to this?
Put your flags up in the sky.